Hey, what's up, traders? This is Clay with Ronin Forex, and another edition of our whiteboard videos. And I get asked all the time, like, when am I ready to go from a demo account to live account? And so I'm going to give you 5 steps to, if you follow these, you will be much more prepared to go live, trading live, and to make a smoother transition from demo to live trading, instead of what most people do is, go immediately live and end up losing money. And, that's just how it works. It's so tempting to do. Everybody does it because you want to get in and you want to start making money and you see other people's profits and stuff. But I'm telling you, if you follow these steps right here, this is going to save you a lot of time. And by saving time, I mean saving time without like losing money, right? So if you have a step-by-step kind of process that you're formulating with a goal at the end, it's going to work out a lot better for you than just being like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go live right now, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna just start and figure it out as I go along. And trading, I hate to break it to you, trading does not work like that. And in my last video, I talked about signals and, what exactly are signals. And this kind of goes along with it, So your first step of when to go live, it's not like a time frame. It's not like, trade demo, go through trade demo for a month and then you'll be ready. And because we all have different time schedules. When I started trading, I was working construction full time. I was doing all kinds of stuff in my personal life, trying to get my mind right. And I only had X amount of time to study. And I'm guessing you probably have the same way. You're like trying to fit it in. You can't rush the process is the thing. But at the same time, there's no time limit. Sure, we want financial freedom now and, tomorrow at the latest. But the thing is that, you can't rush it. But if you have a goal at the end of that's what you're going towards and, I'm going to keep going no matter what, then you will get there. So, some steps you can follow when to go live is, first of all, start it on demo account. So this is, you would think it's common sense, but, so many people just like, I see you guys are making profit. I see you're doing great in your group, but so I'm just going to kind of learn while I go along and I'll have a demo account, but I'm just putting small trades on a live account. The thing is that, you can't not lose if you're trying to figure it out as you go along. And if you do that, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to want to quit. I mean, most people don't last. So if you can start on a demo account and know that I'm going to do this methodically, I'm going to do it like Ronin and Ronin's group says to do, and I'm going to make it work that way. I'm telling you, it'll be a much more enjoyable process. So step 2, go through a training. I have a great training. It doesn't have to be mine. I think mine's one of the best ones out there for sure for the best price. And there's no doubt about that. It's free basically. So, but figure out a training that makes sense to you. So, but for whatever you do, go through some sort of training. Like I've already said multiple times in this video, you cannot figure it out as you go along. That's just, it's just dumb because like you gotta, it's not dumb because, the reason people want to do that is because they see people flexing on Instagram and, living some lifestyle and, they think, they can get it real quick. And, that's the bad part about people doing that, because, it makes people believe that it's something that you can achieve without a ton of hard work and time and consistency and discipline. So I'm just being straight up with you. That's the thing about me. I will shoot it to you straight. And so if you go through a training, and don't just go through it. Don't just skim through it. Go through it multiple times. And that's what, with my group, I encourage everybody to go through the training. And, when I go back through the training that I made, I pick up stuff. Or, I go through different trainings and follow different people and have mentors and stuff. And, I'm always finding something new in there as well. So, but it's super important that you have to be in the process of learning. So, you know, I do say, like, think of it this way. You're on a demo account, you're going through a training, and if you're on the demo, you can actively really explore your MetaTrader or whatever platform you're using, and explore what the training has to offer, instead of trying to do it live, because then you're like trying to figure out how to trade a reversal, and you lose and you're like, oh man, that's never going to do that again. But the thing is reversals can be super profitable if you do time them right and, you know, work that trade out right. But if you miss out on that trade and you make some sort of mistake, or say you over leverage and you lose a lot of money, then you have a bit of fear implanted in your mind, and that's going to become a big blockage for you later down the road. And that gets to Mark Douglas's trading in the zone. You know, and trust me, I've had many blocks and still do around fear-based trading and decision making, and it's not something you want to ingrain in you early on in the process. Trust me in that one. So you're going through the training multiple times, you're testing out the strategies on a demo account, and as you're testing out the strategies, I want you to focus on one strategy, pattern, or structure, or all three, because they all kind of fit together, and focus on that, and that's what you're gonna trade, that's what you're gonna focus on. So if the strategy is, just for instance, trend line breaks, right? So say you're like, man, these trend line breaks and retests make a lot of sense to me. So then you're gonna go through and you're gonna pick out in the market, you're gonna look for trend line breaks and retest and practice. You're practicing on a demo, putting in trades. Just that. So maybe it's a pattern like a inverted head and shoulder pattern. So the pattern is the inverted head and shoulder. That's also a structure, and the strategy is divergence and trend line break in order to find an entry. So that's an exact strategy that's in my training. And so you just focus on that, picking that out, and that's going to be your trade. And because what trading is, at least for me, especially when we're talking about technical analysis, is pattern recognition. It's just like, because when I first started to trade and to explore the markets and to learn technical analysis, I was like, this is a foreign language. This doesn't make any sense. You know, all these lines and graphs. I hate math, right? I still hate math. But I'm very good and have developed the skill of pattern recognition, and I can just look at a chart within 2 seconds and be like, okay, that looks like a dip that's coming out of this trend. There's divergence on the RSI, and whatever the pattern is, whatever I see, I can recognize, say, a head and shoulders pattern very fast, or a ascending wedge very fast. And what you need to do is you need to get into the habit that you would learn hopefully in a good training, and that you're practicing on a demo account, because you want to get out of the mindset. It's not you want to, you have to get out of the mindset of, man, I'm going to, of making money, whereas you're getting into the mindset of, I'm going to memorize how to do this, I'm going to learn how to play this game, and I'm going to beat it over and over and over again. Just like you would when you're a kid playing Madden, or, video games, whatever the video game is, FIFA or whatever. You just want to get so good beating the game over and over and over again. For anybody that's a gamer, grew up with video games out there, I think most people now, you just want to get so you can beat it over and over and over again. So that's what I'm saying here, is you want to develop a skill, develop a way to recognize a pattern where you're trading a trend line break over and over and over again on a demo account that you learn from the training, to where you're like, man, okay, now this is fun. I'm actually able to spot this and see the red turn into blue over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you are going to be so far ahead. So this next one is super important. It's a fast track tip. just focus exclusively on 2 to 3 pairs max. 2 to 3 pairs, that's it. So, and a lot of times with me too, when, it's not going well for me, and even now, especially now, is that, sometimes you just got to go back to what you know. And for me, US dollar, Japanese yen, I love that pair. I've studied it. I know all the correlations around it now very, very, very well. The S&P 500, gold, and I am able to follow it on a fundamental level, right? So I can tell you right now, it's Saturday and it's 8:15, and UJ is at 110.24. I know the levels so well. It broke out at 109.5. I'm saying that not to impress you. I'm just saying that because I know exactly where the levels are. I've been watching UJ for so long that, all I have to know is that it moved 50 pips up or down, and I know exactly where it's at. So if you can get to a space where you're just like, I used to follow AU, right? AU is a great one. It moves pretty slow. It doesn't have any super fast, jerky movements like the pound. I would stay away from the pound personally, like even now. But yeah, so I would stay away from the pound. I would stick with something like UJ or AU. If you have any questions about that, send me a message, and I can kind of point you in the right direction of maybe a pair that would be a good fit for you. But if you just focus exclusively on 2 to 3 pairs, using that structure, trading that strategy, if it's trend line breaks, just as an example. So now we're trading on a demo. We've gone through the training multiple times. We're like, I like this trend line break. I'm going to look for those. Only going to look for those on US dollar, Japanese yen, and maybe Australian dollar, US dollar. So I'm just going to find trend line breaks and trade those on those 2 pairs, and that's all I'm going to pay attention to, and that's going to be my game plan. And so finally, so now that you have the system in place of how you're going to do it, next, step 5 is you're going to take a demo account. Most likely, the best thing you can do is do a demo account realistically. So don't go and open a demo account of $10 million unless you plan on going live with $10 million. So if you open a demo account with $5,000 or maybe $10,000, then it's way, way more realistic. So open an account with, say, $5K, $5,000 demo account. It's just monopoly, it's play. But the thing is, you want to trade it like it's your life savings. You open this demo account, and now pretend it's like your grandmother just passed away, and she just gave you your inheritance and everything she saved up, and it was just $5,000, and she said, here, I'm going to give it to you. Take care of this for me. And so that's how important this money is to you, right? So remember, it's just a demo account, but that's how you want to treat it. It's like your nest egg. And so you're going to take that demo account, trade it like it's your nest egg, and you're going to flip it. You're going to flip the 5K to 10K using proper risk management, trading UJ and AU or whatever you want to trade, looking exclusively for trends and trend line breaks from the training that you're doing on a demo account. That's just exactly the 5 steps backwards. Trading on a demo. Go through a training, whatever training, preferably mine. I think mine's great, and you're not going to find it at a cheaper price. I can guarantee you that. Focus on one strategy, pattern, or structure to memorize, trade, and you're thinking about, I'm going after pattern recognition. That's what I'm going for. Focus on exclusively 2 to 3 Forex pairs. Stay away from some commodities and indices and stocks. Just like something that moves slow, like AU. NJ is a good one, UJ, and focus on those pairs. and then take a demo account of, say, $5,000, something realistic, and then flip it. You do that and go through these steps, and then you're ready to do this again. Maybe try it 2 or 3 times. Like, it's many simulations is good, and then go live with that, say, $5,000 or $10,000. Try not to do it so much with just $200 or $300 that people. I did that when I started out. I did that. I lost so much money because I just kept putting, like, $100 in and trying to flip it, and $200 in and trying to, and it's so much better if you just work your ass off in, like, construction or whatever job that you're working now. Save up your money and make it so that's what you're going to trade. And remember, you don't want to trade money that you can't afford to lose as well. So if you have a family and they need money for groceries, don't put that money in there. Feed your family first. And I just want to put that out there. The thing with investing is you don't want to invest money that you can't afford to lose. So with that being said, if you follow these steps, from going on a demo account to trading live, you could do this in realistically, say, 3 months, 90 days. Do it as a 90-day challenge on a demo account. You are going to be so far ahead of the game. So maybe I'll make this some sort of like 90-day challenge deal. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. Like, I'm happy to talk to anybody. And like this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next video, everybody. Good night. Peace.